I basically just woke up. I got dressed. My face is clearing up a little bit. Miggy scratched me. He's spoiled. It's clearing up. Now, this is serious. I never had skin problems until I hit the cartel in New York City. My eyes are puffy because of living with two dangerous women. They're drug addicts, drug fiends, okay? Dude, I don't need to school people on the basics. So when someone else is, unfortunately, due to whatever caused this situation, when someone is living around hardcore drug fiends and like the Ku Klux Klan or the mob or so on and so forth, nefarious, dangerous, whatever, dude, get the lingo for yourself. You can easily pay these type of people to do stuff for you. Let's just say that, man, I can't believe I have to explain this. I can't believe I'm still in this situation. I can't believe that nobody ever gave me a fucking job. Oh my God, did I look for one? And I don't need to testify to this or prove that. You know why? Because the CIA and people like that or whatever, dude, I've given you plenty of ideas who they are. There's a whole troop of them. There's US, there's international. They're on my emails and stuff. They've been watching this for 3 years. Literally thousands of applications I've sent. Thousands and thousands. I never got one job. I never even got a dishwashing job. Nope. So I know. And then they were realizing way before me, because I had never spoken to. I just literally walked the streets in America for 3 years by herself. You explain that, dude. By the way, I just woke up like at 9 a.m. So I haven't brushed my hair, done any makeup, any of that. But you won't be seeing makeup tricks and makeup secrets on my account, ever. All right? I'm not that type of female. Although I like to wear makeup and I do like to look pretty. And I like to wear dresses and I like to be feminine. But this has been denied to me. All right? But due to any circumstances, which is because I've been denied all employment, it was clear for the first... it was just clear the whole time. It still is. All the locations, it was clear I was doing intelligence. It was clear I was some sort of whatever the fuck, right? You want to label it to your little individual self. It was clear. It was so fucking clear. It was cops. My guidance, my family, my celestial family, which I haven't really spoken about until recently. I kept on saying, you're the cops. You're the cops. Is how everyone sees you, the cops. So they knew that. The CIA, all the cops knew that was why what was happening to me was happening. That was why I was sitting by myself in park benches, homeless. Because it would have happened to them too. If any of these cops would have stepped out of line like I did, you'd be dead or homeless. Like in California, I knew, don't fucking leave Santa Monica Beach, dude. Don't. Sit in the park. It's becoming a prison now, yeah. Go get the ice cream cone. Yeah, you're kind of stuck here. Go get another fucking ice cream cone. Do not leave the goddamn fucking Santa Monica Beach. That's how I lived through this shit. Then I get onto the Greyhound, finally make my escape back here to get my property. Remember what happened when I went to get my property? That jihad guy with the black gloves creeping up on me? I know the fucking CIA and the general and the Brits or whatever, they all know this. It's been horrifying. The cops, local cops, because the cops are not all in some big fucking conspiracy to shoot fucking minorities. And this is what I mean, dude. We've as a collective broken up their media op. We have, as a collective, isolated them, the despots right down the street in Congress and Senate. We have, all right? We have, as a collective, set a very clear line who is involved with the Al-Qaeda, the narco state, because this involves some minority, like it's been on my account countless, Secret Service, they're not all white, and more, the fucking DH, just on and on. I don't have it in me right now to do this every fucking video, all right? It's narco state, it's Al-Qaeda, but it's all far right here because this is a white supremacist thing here in the nation, in USA. It's more Al-Qaeda in Europe, okay? God damn, how many times do I fucking have to say this? It gets old, yo. But we as a collective have set strong lines of, yeah, you're on that group and we're on this one. No, we're not the KKK cops. That's you. So when I made my escape on the Greyhound, I was met again with KKK cops, and it was clear to the bus driver, everybody on the bus, that cop was there for me, man. That cop was there for me, and he let me know too. I was scared, petrified. I knew he couldn't just come and grab me. He was a Texas sheriff. Really, you know what? The day when someone wants to come and talk to me, I'll tell you exactly to the T everything about it. But until you give me that respect, and you're just going to watch me on Twitter, watch me on social media, watch me sob, watch me live like I do, you're not going to get that from me, man. You're just not. And it kind of goes back, and I love how I do that, because they still, as stupid as they are, come to these decisions. Like, you have any information really to do that? No, because it's authoritarianism. They can make this decision. And what is it? It's authoritarianism of the rich white American, and it's not funny. It's the mindset. It's why we are the Antichrist. It's what our country, unfortunately, was founded on. Not intentionally by George, but yeah, it was factually, legally founded off white supremacy. And it evolved because I don't want to lecture on this, fuck you. It evolved into, I'm a rich white American. If you're not, you still want to be one, blah, blah, blah. I'm not lecturing on this. And no one, the antithesis, this is it. No one can tell you what to do. You're a rich white American, and this goes internationally. This goes all over the world. You go to other countries, no one can tell you what to do. No one can tell America what to do, blah, blah, blah. So what happened? The military got really dangerous here. And now they have fucking WMDs, and all these other nations know it. And they're just as bad as goddamn Iran. They're fucking dangerous. They've militarized and coordinated and all this, these fucking local, state, federal, man. All the cops they can grab. Blah, blah, blah. It's been on my account. The fact that I'm explaining this is further disrespect. It's insult to injury. So what do you have? That's called a white supremacist overthrow for a dictatorship. It's not going to happen. But you need to realize, what's your other alternative? Where is this going? It's going into the laps of people like me, people like the general, people like his brother, all the cops they talk about. Where else does it go? All the military that didn't trade and become treasoners and is loyal to the U.S. It goes in our lap. Where else? Where else? There is nowhere else, because you need us to save your ass. All right? I understand why I'm in the situation I'm in. But as a woman, I'm not going to sit here and be silent about it and live like I do for years on end. Although I stop a lot of fucking attacks, I play a role. I don't stop it. We know that. I play a role. So day after day is perpetual. I live like this, and day after day, because we thwarting. It's called defense. Department of Defense. Never mind Department of Defense. We know what you're really about, but we are still defending our sovereign territory, and we do it well. So day after day, I live like this, and they got to go to work. They got to, at some point, pass bills, man. My eyes are puffy. I know that. I have broken out. Look, I could look a lot prettier. This is not beauty. Just hear my words. They got to go back to work. They got to finish running for this presidential race that nobody really wants. Nobody in the Middle East really wants it. They want the overthrow. Everybody knows that, except I think a lot of these Americans. My guidance is there's only 190 million of them that are a threat to other nations, that are a threat to our nation. So there's millions, hundreds of millions, tens of millions of nice people out there that I just haven't, in my life, since I've been on this earth born, I haven't really seen. I mean, I sit around, I think, yeah, they were kind of nice, okay, yeah. But I haven't really seen a lot of kind people in humanity. I haven't. I've spent my life a lot, most of it by myself. I didn't have a strong family structure, on and on. So maybe, you want to get all analytical. Maybe I didn't have the opportunity to see the good side of humanity in the United States. Oh, right then. But the facts are, I just haven't seen it. My guidance is it's there. My guidance is there are women that don't want more than one guy in bed with her. My guidance is there are women that don't want to have sex with her butt. My guidance is there are still some decent people out there, that nice, sweet girls that want to cook for their boyfriends, you know? Hey, honey, I made this, and just have this basic dynamic without being shamed and told that she has to have her boyfriend and his friend in bed with her plus her butt. Because that's what's up here, man. That's what's really up here with the people. All right, my guidance is it's 190 million of them. They're a threat to our fucking sovereign territory. And you know what? It's not guidance because it's been verified. But I always sit alone perpetually every day. And that is because we thwart these attacks. And as long as we thwart these attacks, I kind of sit alone. I won't sit alone forever. We know that. I won't. But I sit living perpetually with people like this. People like the heroin addict, meth dealing white lady who's all kinds of involved with the far right around here. Neighbors, property owners, $1 million investments. That speaks. It does say something. All right. A lot more than this gangbang girl from Maryland, from some hood in Maryland. This far right lady, the white one, is way more of a problem. All right. She's really hooked up here in this fucking part of DC. You hear me? This Maryland gangbang is not. All right. I will perpetually live with people like this until finally your glass floor that you're standing on in the United States cracks and breaks. Because nothing you're standing on here, your economy, your real estate, as you've seen your jobs, where are all your jobs? What's this virus? Why isn't anybody trying to stop it? There's a really loud noise outside. Everything that you're standing on here is a falsity, is a smoke and mirrors, is a mirage. It's going to crack, it's going to break, and you folks here are going to be in a lot of misery. All right? You chose this. You had, and my guidance is this. Heidi, they had 3 years, and they kept denying it on every level. Even if they didn't want to believe in your guidance, which you didn't even tell them about forever, they still denied every fucking thing. All right? And the ones that didn't deny it because they knew you would speak in the truth, we're supporters of organized crime. We're supporters of Al-Qaeda. Do I have to go down the list? We're the far right. We're the white nationalists, on and on. So then you had this 190 million authoritarian fucking U.S. citizens after you. I had no chance of ever getting a job here in the United States. Not any job, dude. That's the sole reason why I live like this. I can't get a fucking job. Nobody will speak to me. Yeah. The emotional impact of that as a female, because it does matter. I am a woman. I'm a civilian woman. It's horrifying. All right? I have to time manage this, stress manage this, living with people like this endlessly. She's up there. I don't care where the white one is right now. I'm going to do my laundry today with the gang member who came in as a gang member. I witnessed her. For the first couple of weeks, I think she was trying to make a little bit of a change in her direction of her journey in life. But she went right back fucking to it. And this is what I think, because she came here, the gangbang girl, kind of looking like she needed a little help, a little bit of stability, and maybe she could straighten it out. But when she got that, the nice little place to stay, safe, security stuff upstairs, she went right back to it, brought it all here. Plus, she was staying with me, so these jihadists were all over her, getting her involved, okay? She's really stupid. She had no idea why. Drugs, money, just flying her way, and then you can see it, because all of a sudden I'm like, where are the fucking drugs coming from in here, right? Blah, blah, blah. The white one was here before. This is where she's far more dangerous. This is just the house dynamic. It's just this one house, not the last 3 years, just here right now, present moment. She's been hooked up. She's bad news, dude. This white one's been thinking she's an agent ever since before I came here, okay? The DC is filled, infested with the far right, Ku Klux Klan, Washington, DC. And it's been proven. This has been proven. Apparently, there's tens of millions of Americans. They basically have that idea too. It's been pretty made clear, okay, where I live, what's really going on here. So to stress manage living with fucking dangerous drug fiend women like this, I know with the gangbang one, just don't speak to her. If I do my laundry, the emotional impact and the serotonin, and that's a good one, that's a positive, but the cortisol or whatever, there's chemicals that go through your body when you experience emotion. So I don't like having my body flooded with that. It's partly why my face breaks out. It's a constant, never-ending flooding of stress, hormones and biological, because we're human anatomy. I hate it. But if I do see the gangbang one while I'm doing my laundry, this is what you do. You don't talk to the gangbang one. If you don't generally talk to gang members who have weapons and drugs, they generally, because they're basically all the same, they're antisocial, they have a lot of psychological script behind them, they won't become aggressive with you unless they're trying to do an outright crime on you. She's not. She's not in the MO of, I'm going to do anything to me, Heidi. So if I don't instigate anything, if I see her, I can avoid conflict, which I don't want to get in conflict with a gang member. She's a gang member, Shanae with the smoke behind her. I don't smoke no drugs. Ain't no drugs here. When there's fucking smoking crack pipes in her ear. Ain't no drugs here. That's what's upstairs, okay? We know that. That's what's upstairs. Knock on the door. That's what you're going to say hi to. I cannot fucking believe I'm living with this shit. The white one's actually even worse. Well, clearly, look what the kind of fucking people I keep tweeting are associated with her. The white one. If I see the white one, she's the same. She sneaks. They both sneak past my door, which is just behavior. It's just incriminating. The white one doesn't want anything to do with me, okay? So the house dynamic, as far as safety goes, I'm fine. I just have to stress manage this so I don't get overloaded with anxiety hormones, because my face will never clear up. I'll never paint my fucking nails. That's the real deal of what's going on here, man. All right, I know that it's really weird. I would have liked to have had more education to find the terms for this shit. I would find it fascinating to label it. I would. What's going on with the masses here in the United States? Because the denial, I know that one, is so great amongst millions that they have a really hard time realizing that's what's really going on in the country. And my life is like a total reflection of that. I guess it's authoritarianism. That's what and totalitarianism is really scary for white supremacy. That's where it's going, okay? You're either going to get a white supremacist dictatorship through a violent overthrow here and ethnic cleansing. Hello, this is true. We all know that. Or you're going to get people like me, the general, his brother, all those other folks in charge of your country. I don't want to be in charge of the country, but I'll help it. I'll help with my locations and stuff until they can get a grip. I always said that it's the military. It's not, I don't want anything to do with this country. I'm going to reevaluate and see where I actually move to. I don't think I ever want to live here again. No one can blame me. I've made this pretty clear what's been going on the last 3 years. I sit here and I really don't want to live here anymore. I want to leave the country and never come back. I just don't think emotionally and psychologically I can stay here and have respect for myself as a woman once this gets back under control. I just don't think I can. It would be like staying in a really abusive relationship and saying, no, you never touched my private parts, Uncle Jim, Uncle Danny. Uncle Danny never touched my private parts as a 7-year-old. So I'll stay at the family reunion. Do you hear me? It's the same, almost absolutely degrading fucking relationship. This country has raped me as a woman every day. Every way they can. And it's been documented. I don't think I can stay here, folks, once the shit gets together here. What I mean by shit gets together is they're just not going to do it. They're not going to have a white supremacist overthrow, right? But it's not going to be pretty. All these white supremacists you see shooting people, they're going to get worse. They're not going to take this lying down. But as far as this house dynamic goes, I'm not in danger, dude. I live with two drug fiends that will do anything for the drug money and believe anything they're told in order to get that drug money. And if telling them they're Al-Qaeda soldiers and telling this one she's a Russian spy, they'll take the bait to get the drugs. It's real simple, it's real simple. That's what's going on here. If I don't fight with them, speak to them, fine. I'm going to go do my laundry. I got my green light to take my garbage out today. Fine. I don't know now because I announced it, but once again, I am a woman. That fucking one little paragraph statement was chock full of degradation. That there's just every day. It's on so many levels. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. No, they'll never give me a job here. My guidance is don't even fucking look for one. I'm just going to try to get out of the United States as soon as the good folks can get control of this shit. I don't think I can stay here ever again. I won't denounce my citizenship. They want to make me some sort of public figure. Look, I have to say thank you, but I will not accept the offer. All right, but as far as this house goes, I'm safe. It's just, as long as we keep thwarting these attacks, I am going to live like this. And no, I'm not looking for your fucking job. I'm begging for a job from you, U.S. civilians, ever again. God bless America. Say goodbye.